Okay, I'm just going to drop my head for a minute while I read this first comment out, and I'm going to give my feedback on it. Starscreams 7ZZ, we're talking about Uber Pool, yeah? That's what the video was on. He said, "You actually do Uber Pool jobs, you're truly the worst of the worst. Why would you show any concern about customer waiting times? F them," yeah? Words fail me, man. You literally lap it up, all the shit Uber throw at you, you're a complete bum licker. Why would you lower yourself to such depths? You supply customers all the wires, you let them play their playlists. I bet your boot is full of water and sweets. Do you buy them breakfast, lunch and dinner too? What don't you do for your customers? Even other Uber drivers hate you Uber Pool drivers. Doing Uber Pool is one thing, but Uber Pool... doing Uber is one thing, but doing Uber Pool, question mark, I just don't get it. You look and sound like you're born and bred Londoner, yet you are very proud to do such a shitty and demeaning job. You seriously can't enjoy working for such shitty fares. How much are Uber paying you to promote them? You're the emblem of Uber, an ethnic, but you can speak well. Okay, let's break this down. Do Uber Pool jobs. You actually do Uber Pool jobs. Yeah, I mean, I'll take any job that comes. Usually if I'm like way out and I get an Uber Pool job, it's usually taking me into central London. There you're going to get a better supply of jobs, not just Uber Pool, but I mean obviously Uber and Uber Assist. You're going to be closer to more people, and it kind of works better for me. So sometimes when I'm on the outskirts, I'm getting an Uber Pool, I know they're going into central London. So this is why I do Uber Pool jobs. Okay, it's a bit crap if you're just picking up one person and it doesn't beep again. But sometimes you get in the car and you get like 3 or 4 transitions, 3 or 4 different people kind of getting in and out of your car on your way to whatever destination you're going to. And that usually works out better than just doing a Uber X job. And this is the reason why I do it. I mean, I've done, one time I did a job and I made like 60 quid. I mean, and people going from central London way out of town, like right into Kent or right into Essex, and you're picking up people all the way, I mean, into Essex or into Kent. And that's what I enjoy. I mean, it gets me out. And then obviously when you're on the outskirts, you might be the only one in the area, and you can just sit in that area, I mean, and pick up jobs, I mean, all day or all night or whatever time it is. So this is why I do Uber Pool jobs. Obviously, as I said before, it doesn't pay well sometimes, but it can be lucrative. And I mean, obviously it's Russian roulette. I mean, sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. But I mean, I'll take that. I mean, give or take. Okay, next one. Why would you show concern about customer waiting times? I'm a customer as well. I use Uber X, I use Uber Pool. Sometimes these drivers are a bit impatient. Previously, if you just said you're going to be a couple more minutes and start the timer, I mean, they'll be cool with it, But I mean, if you come out like 30 seconds late, I mean, your driver's gone, you know what I mean? And then obviously you're getting fined, not getting fined, but I mean, they're taking a cancellation fee off you. I don't think that works too well. I mean, I would appreciate as a customer if the driver will give me a courtesy call, I mean, and remind me when he's outside. Because sometimes you're in your house, you've ordered the car says 6 minutes, and then 2 minutes later the car's outside, but you might have gone into the next room thinking you've got like 5 minutes to play with before you kind of check your phone again, see if the car's there. And the car's come and gone after 5 minutes because the driver's probably done a U-turn and spun back really quickly. I mean, and then obviously you're paying a cancellation fee, it's not fair. As a driver, I like to give people opportunity to, I mean, get in the car. Sometimes people coming down from like the 10th floor of an apartment block, and I mean, they've ordered the car and I'm around the corner, I'll come in a minute, I mean, but it's taking them like 5 minutes for the lift to go all the way upstairs and come all the way downstairs. So I like to give passengers a courtesy call. I mean, I've got family who use this, I've got siblings, I've got elderly relatives who use Uber. And yeah, I mean, I don't like when they're telling me stories about how, I mean, the car just pulled off before they got out their front door, you know what I mean? Because they were a little bit slower than, you know what I mean, somebody younger in age, Or, I mean, the car was just parked up, I mean, 20 metres away, and by the time they got out and started looking for the car, I mean, he was driving off. I mean, that's what I don't like, I think it's fair. I mean, when it's my money on the line as a passenger, I mean, I don't want no cancellation fees. I don't want to have to go through that whole rigmarole of kind of contacting Uber and trying to get reimbursed and justify my position and so on and so forth. I think it should be a fluid service, and I think this automatic cancellation should be scrapped. Really, I think that the driver should have the discretion to cancel. I mean, when it goes past like 8 minutes or whatever it is, I think the driver should have the discretion to cancel thereafter. Yeah, so that's my position on that. Supplying customers with like phone wires for charging their phones in the car. I've been driving with Uber since 2014, and it's like every other passenger coming in is asking me for a charger for their phone. So I mean, why not? You know, why not? I mean, I've got a charger for my phone. I mean, okay, it didn't cost me that much to get chargers, charging wires for the other makes of phones, and these costs you can put them through as a tax return. It comes off your tax bill. I mean, so it's at no real cost to me. You know, all it does is reduce my tax bill at the end of the financial year, and I'm helping somebody else out. I mean, it's not that bad being nice to people, you know. And some people leave your tips. You know, I mean, I get a good amount of tips on a weekly basis, probably enough to fill a tank, you know, or fill 3/4 of a tank on average every week. You know, I mean, I'll probably make about 20-30 quid in tips every week, and that does me very well. You know what I mean? And for what? Just supplying them with charges, or I mean, I only drink water anyway, and occasionally I drink coffee. So I've always got bottles of water in the car. And I mean, if somebody kind of wants a bottle of water and they're feeling dehydrated or whatever, yeah, have a bottle of water. You know what I mean? I don't carry sweets, don't carry chewing gum, or haven't for a long while, in fact. You know, I've been meaning to go and get some chewing gum anyway. You know what I mean? I don't use it myself, but I mean, people get in the car and they get to meet somebody and they're like, oh, my breath. I mean, yeah, I'll give them a chewing gum. I mean, if I've got them. So that's that bit. Hope that's clear. Yeah, I don't buy them breakfast, lunch and dinner, obviously, but I mean, I see the point. I mean, the aggression, I mean, in your comment. Okay, yeah, Uber drivers hate Uber pool drivers. Okay, it probably is a fair comment. Some do. I mean, I've got some friends who drive for Uber. They don't do Uber pool jobs. Yeah, they think it's not worth it. I mean, as I said, gave my viewpoints on Uber pool before. I mean, it's hit and miss sometimes, but when it's hit, I mean, the money can be really good. Yeah, I'm a Londoner. I do this part time. I mean, you may see it as a shitty and demeaning job. This is a means to an end for me. I mean, I make good money off Uber. I mean, I'm probably clearing about £2.5 a month off Uber, like minimum, on top of my full-time wage. It takes me over 5k a month, makes my life so much better. Gives me money to do activities with my children, nice holidays, so on and so forth. You know, I'm after the money. You might say £1.25 a mile is crap. Yeah, it used to be, when I first started, it was £1.50. That was really good. I mean, they dropped it to £1.25. I was a bit unhappy, but I mean, to this day, I'm probably still making the same weekly packet because you can only do one job at a time. And there's more customers. When I first started, I mean, jobs were there, but they were few and far between. There were long gaps. But now, you know what I mean, when I first started, there was probably about 6,000 drivers on the road and 500,000 people with the app. Yeah. And to put it in perspective, there's now 40,000 drivers and probably about 3.5 million people in Greater London who have the app. Plus, London's a major city. It's a world city. So there's people coming in from other countries also with the Uber app. And so jobs are, you know, I mean, pretty frequent. Now, the drivers may have gone up, I mean, 6,000 to 40,000, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, probably about 6-7 fold, yeah. And I mean, passengers have gone up from like 500,000 to 3.5 million. So that's gone up 7-fold as well. So not really a big difference, really, you know. I mean, they might say there's a saturation of drivers, but I'm still making the same money. It's not really affecting me. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. So that's that comment. I'm going to move on.